Oh, hi. Welcome back. I'm just about to head into the castle, so I just did a little bit of like treasure chest hunting, so I got a few more coins, picked up a little bit of mana, but everything, like upgrades and everything, is still exactly the same. I spent about 2 hours just going for chests and stuff like that. So let's go and get on with the story and see what I'm kind of excited to see what comes next.
うわ、すごい。ここまるで図書館って感じだね。
知恵のタンタと言われるだけあってかなりの読書家だな。
反りが合わなくて残念。ここで過ごせたら楽しそうなのに。
Okay, so she's the Tanta of Wisdom. So she has a lot of books. So that makes sense. But why does someone who's wise... I mean, why is she able to control illusions? How does wise connect to illusions?
ここが城を守る拠点だったみたいだね。
Let's see what else there is to collect. I think these are just healing droughts, but I have that maxed out, so I don't really need it. Oh, there's a chest here. Ringstone. Oh yeah, one thing I discovered while I was like playing around was that the time trials that like you can keep on repeating, they actually drop those like ore mineral drops like an infinite number of times as long as you complete it. So it seems like those are like where you farm probably like the end game materials. So it's pretty nice that they have a system set up for that, so you can keep on retrying it if you want to.
うわ、シュパールも昔はこんなだったの？
Wait, what's so different about this one? It looks exactly the same to me. A painting of a much quieter Sepal in the days before it became the Aefians' last bastion. Back then, the city's main purpose was to provide the Tantas with a neutral meeting place as was originally intended. These meetings took place several times a year and would bring the town to life. These streets were decorated with colorful flowers, and excited subjects would sing and dance in the squares to celebrate their ruler's arrival. It was customary to hold a sumptuous banquet after each meeting was concluded, and the Tantas are said to have enjoyed the festivities as much as any of the common folk. Oh, I wasn't expecting to have to fight something. Oh, water. Water mobs. Now I just have to think of this last one. That's that, right? I think I got all. Yep, there's a chest. Yeah, so I've played this game for about 18 hours now. And, oh, that's the lantern. So, I've been playing for about 18 hours now, and the game is still really good to play. Like, it just still feels really great. It's only gotten better since the beginning. I do think the start of the game could be a little bit better. When I only had one element, it felt very limited on what I could do, but that's definitely changed. Like, my opinion's completely different. The story was pretty weak at the start. It ended up giving me too much background info that I didn't really care about. It didn't ease me into the story. It just kind of threw me in. But now that I think about it, it's kind of, I think, a decent point.
これ高く売れそうだね。
そうだな。 まあシパールで絵のコレクターを見つけられたらの話だが。
Yeah, so just to build that train of thought, it was kind of like a design point where you're thrown into a universe that you don't know, a world that you aren't familiar with. As a person, like an outsider, you're stuck in that world and you're stuck with like responsibilities and stuff like that. And so it really put into perspective now that you find out that, oh, you're actually from that world, but you just didn't know about it. And how does that perception change? And I think that's pretty cool, like to see that change in myself. Like, I didn't really care because it was like you're the person from New York stuck in Asia. So, like, I just want to figure out how to get back home. But then, oh, plot twist. You're actually from here. Your home is here. It isn't actually New York. Then, oh, okay, so, like, what's my responsibilities now? I figured out, like, my place of belonging, my mother, is all in this world that I didn't know existed. And that's the kind of twist that I do enjoy. I think it's pretty cool to have that spin. And the perspective changed not only from the character in the game, but also my perception of the story itself. And I really like how that works. Like, a lot of times stories are kind of like a book where I'm just like, oh, I'm reading this adventure, and then it's like, okay, it's cool. I learned this stuff, I learned that stuff. But Forspoken, it's more like you're experiencing the adventure through a third person, but essentially it's like putting you into the perspective of someone that got put into a new world. And it's told a little bit differently to a point where I think it didn't receive wasn't received very well because it's a little different kind of storytelling.
まあお前のように規則に従わない者には合わないだろうな。
But yeah, I don't know if I explained that well, but feel free to comment down below and say like, yeah, your explanation sucks. I totally didn't understand it, and I'll see how I can reflect on that better in the future. But kind of new to
ビ
this.
ソーリアって昔もこんな平原が広がってたんだ。
確かに他のレルムと比べてブレイク前とさほど変わってないな。
Gameplay. Castella lanterns. These lanterns summon extremely tough enemies in phantom form. They're also highly resistant to damage and protected by an impenetrable barrier. Destroy all the enemies to remove the barrier, then use your most powerful attacks to inflict as much damage as possible on the lantern before the barrier regenerates. Oh, it's a boss. Giant lantern boss. Out of everything I expected, I never thought that there would be a lantern boss. So,
Yes.
is the lantern shield on? Yep, okay. I'm gonna switch over to the rage slice.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that was really easy.
幻影を壊したことでオーラスも疲弊してるだろう。
That did
回
really
復
feel
す
like
る前に
much.
早く役を見つけ出そう。
The thing I like using the most is the quick spell chain spell or something, which you have to use like a support spell or like a chain spell. I mean, a magic hardcore attack you can kind of like instantly charge to a level 3 attack magic. And that part is really cool because it changed the pace of the game. Like figuring out that part of the combat mechanics was really fun. But then you also kind of No, learn about it. Just before you fight Tantasila, so it's something I told you, but I don't know if everyone will figure that out.
Irino! 来たよ！遊びはもう終わりだ！さあ立ちな！
妙だな。
オロス死んでる。
おう。つまり奴とは戦わずに済んだということか。運がいい。
趣味の悪いまやかしとか。
きっと幻影を維持しようとするあまり力を使い果たしたんだろう。
ほら早くいつものやって。ねえ何してんの？シンタが待ってるんだよ。早く済ませてくれないか。
悪いなフレイ。どうやらここでお別れのようだ。最後に一つだけ言っておく。
私のことじゃなかったんだ。
さあ口にしろ早く。
お前が悪魔か。
ははその通りだ。タンタたちがずっと恐れていたのはお前じゃない。お前が身につけていたもの、この力だ。改めて礼を言わせてもらおう。俺をかつての姿へと戻してくれたこと、俺を捕獲した者たちを倒し使命を果たす手助けをしてくれたこと、心から感謝を言うぞ。
使命？
復讐だよ。許されざる罪に対しての報復だ。あんたたちに打ちのめされたとはいえ、レリックたちがそう簡単に滅びると思ったのか。まさかな。俺はレディックの最終兵器であり最強兵器。何もかもこの手で滅ぼしてやる。タンタたちもアーシアもお前のことも。さあこれから俺は世界を滅ぼすのに忙しくなる。お前は早いとこくたばれ。計画が21年も遅れてるんだ。
力が使えない。
力？笑わせるなよ。お前の力ではない。俺なしではお前は全くの無力だ。
Gameplay Run. Cuff has escaped Frey's wrist and turned into a demon known as Susurrus. Without her magical abilities, there's nothing she can do. Nothing except run, that is. Evade the demon's attacks and look for a chance to get off the castle as fast as you can. Wait, I can't even dodge. The only thing I can do is really...
Oh! 本当に信じたわけじゃあるまいな。俺たちが相棒だと。これでまた他人を信じられなくなってしまったが、かわいそうに。だが俺のせいにはしないでくれよ。
まれクソ野郎。
ここまで楽しませてくれた礼にお前の願いを叶えてやろう。俺がこの手で絶望からお前を解放してやる。
ここから逃げないと。
さあフレイ、逃げろ。ルールから逃げるんだ。責任なんてものから逃げてしまえ。そして自分自身からも逃げ。
Well, that's a plot twist.
「さあ起きよ新太の子」
一体何なの。
First things first, collect the mana. Well, that was quite a turn of events. I wasn't expecting that at all. Does that mean like you get to inherit like maybe Tanta Ola's thunder spells and then you use just the thunder element to go up against Cuff?
ここはスバルガーン源泉だ。アーシアの歴史と知識が古のタンタたちの魂と共に眠る場所。真実を知る時だ。だからシンタはお前をここへと導いた。
真実？何のこと？
遠い昔、アーシアと隣国で戦いがあった。相手はレディックという人々だった。我々は勝利したが、それは名ばかりのものだった。
前に聞いたレディックの粛清のこと、それがカフと関係あるの？
戦争はアーシアにも深い傷を残し、資源が枯渇していった。私は秩序を求め新法を作ったが、問題は増していった。
アーシアは戦争に勝利した。なのに崩壊した。よっと。
その解決法で私たちの意見は割れた。互いを知り尽くした中でありつつも、溝は次第に深くなっていった。この溝を埋める方法を私は必死で見つけようとした。
戦争には勝てたけど、タンタたちには亀裂が。
私たちはこの問題に固執するあまり、レディックたちの魔の手に気づくことができなかった。
強大な力と冷徹さを持ち、誰もかもを死へ導く悪を彼らは使わした。
ササレスさん、私たちは必死でそれを封じた。しかしまた別の戦いが始まった。
悪魔は私たち4人の中に潜む。私たちを苦しめた。なんとかその力を削ぐため、私たちは互いから距離を取ることにした。
だが正気を失い、私たちは民を守れなくなった。それどころか脅威となった。
私のせいであいつがなんてことを。
これでいい。この言葉を覚えているか、シンタの子。
そうだ。あなたは私たちが国を滅ぼすのを防いでくれた。悔やむ必要はない。お前の行為に私たちは感謝している。
悪魔が私たちの心を蝕み、大地を蝕んだ。奴の最終目的はアーシアを滅亡させること。
そして今、奴が狙うのはシパール、アーシアの最後の砦、希望の町。アーシアを守れる者はもうお前を置いて他にいない。
ごめん、無理だよ。私はあいつに騙されてただけで、力なんてない。今まで私は英雄なんだっていい気になってただけ。いつも何かしたいって思ってた。正しいことをしたいって。でも本当は一人で生きる強さもない。自分のこともわからない。私は何もできない。無力だよ。
お前は力を失ってなどいない。
え？それどういうこと？
生きなさい。真実を知るために。自分自身の力を知り、何をすべきかを考えるのだ。
混濁した意識の中であなたを感じていたわ、アルフレイ。これは21年前のこと。どうやってアーシアが滅んでいったのか、あなたがどう生まれたか、 あなた自身の真実を知り、あなたが望む未来を選びなさい。
ここはジュヌーン城。これスバルガーナの。
Wait, isn't this the place where I came in when I just jumped into Aphia? Looks like it.
何これ。
ロビア、私のお腹には赤ん坊が。
おお、タンタシンタ、おめでとうございます。
あなたは祝ってくれるのね。残念ながらタンタが子を持つことをよく思わない人もいるでしょ
う。これほどめでたいことはありません、タンタシンタ。子は世界を紡ぐ記号なのです。私自身オーデンを授かってどれほど喜んだことか。
そうね、ありがとう。名前はもう決めているの。アルフレイ。意味は希望。そう、アーシャにとって希望の光となる子よ。ニューヨークとアーシャをつなぐ私たちの希望だわ。
タンタシンタ、必ずやこの世界を豊かに発展させましょう。子供たちと共に。
私を身ごもって喜んでた。これ本当に起こったことなの？私を見。
Oh. Guiding lights. Guiding lights will lead you towards a certain recollection of Cintas that she wishes to share with Frey. Follow them and find out the truth about what happened to Aphia.
タンタシンタ嬉しそう。いつも笑顔だもの。
タンタシンタはお忙しい。邪魔をするでない。
いいの、ジェネシ。こっちへ来て。話しかけてあげて。
こんにちは。元気に生まれてきてね。
どうもありがとう。生まれたら遊んであげてくれる？
もちろん。会うのが楽しみ。
オーデンとお腹の中の私、こんなに穏やかな時が流れてたんだね。
ニューヨーク、ここから遠く離れた世界の街ですか。お腹の子の父親はその異世界の方なのですね。しかしトラーナの先にそのような場所があるとは驚きです。
こことはまるで違っていたわ。でも素敵な場所だった。どこを向いてもまばゆい光と活気に満ちていて、混沌としていながらも美しかった。
これは見たこともない技巧だ。素晴らしい。
お父さん、これおいしい。
オーデン、これはクニッシュというのよ。私は向こうへ行って強く確信したの。新しいものを取り入れて進化しなければアーシアは前に進めない。レッタと奪い合うだけの歴史はもう終わりにしないと。ニューヨークはその可能性を見せてくれる。きっとお腹の子もその架け橋に。彼女は 私たちの希望よ。
シンタはニューヨークに行って私の父さんになる人と出会ったのか。誰だったんだろう。
Man, I really wasn't expecting the story to go in this direction. So her mom went to New York and then got pregnant and then came back.
アルフレイ、聞こえる？あなたのお父さんに教わった歌よ。あなたに聞かせたいと思って覚えたの。美しい音色や景色を早くあなたに伝えたいわ。あるわ、あなたのお父さんは英雄のように気高い人だった。あるにもあなたのことを教えてあげたかった。私たちの大切なアルフレイ、早く会いたくてたまらない。
ある父親の名前。じゃあ私はそれでアルフレイなの？なんだろう、胸の中が温かい。
Oh. Oh, I can only use my own? Oh, I can only use this. Tree? Okay. I might as well learn level 3.
アルフレイ、私の希望。あなたの中に眠ってる自分の力に気づいて。
私の中に。でもなんで？
Wait, so she can use magic without cuff? Oh. Yes. Wait, how does she get
あ
back
なたを身
to...
ごもって過ごした日々は幸せで希望に満ち溢れていた。だけどそれは長く続かなかった。
ここはビソーリアだよね。それから一体どうなったの？
まさかリリングの攻撃か。逃げろ、殺さない。やめろ。
さっさです。よくもこんな。
民を避難させるのだ。今すぐ私が引きつける。
分かった。その間に民を避難させるわ。
復興へ進み始めたアーシアを汚すことなどさせない。悪魔よ、レディックに伝えろ。お前たちがアーシアを何度襲おうとも、アーシアは決して折れることはないと。
ビソーリアはこれ以上蹂躙させない。
ササレスが人々を。
I kind of really like how this game's story is working out. Like, I always thought the Tantas were bad people, like they were the villains, and now I'm not so sure anymore. They just kind of took like a 180 in perspective. Like, they're just people who got corrupted. Like, you didn't choose to become corrupted, you just did because of that demon. And then like Pafu was supposed to be a reliable ally turned into the biggest enemy in the game, and so that's kind of surprising. Maybe I should have seen it coming, but I didn't.
ササレス、古のタンタが封印した悪魔か。まさか封印が解かれるなんて。
甚大な被害が出るのは目に見えている。一刻も早く封印しなくては。
きっとさらに激しい戦いになる。お腹の子にも影響があるかもしれないわ。
民のためにもこの子のためにもアーシアを守る覚悟は決めているわ。
シンタ、タンタとしてではなく私個人としての意見だけど、私はあなたが子を持つことをとても嬉しく思ってる。だから
心配いらないわ。もちろんこの子はアルフレイは何に変えても守る。
私のことそんな思ってくれてたんだ。
So in order to save Ray, her mom went to New York to abandon her, but it was better than letting her die in this world. So she gave her another chance in another world. Just didn't turn out so well. But that's still care, like between life and death, living is still probably way better than dying. So if I was given that choice, I'd probably do the same thing as her mother.
Okay.
But then how did Cuff end up in New York? How did that Cuff go there? And why is Cinta a dragon? Did she turn into a dragon to force the Cuff off, and then it just so happened that when she turned 21, the Cuff appeared and she got transported back to this world? There's treasure chests and camera. Might as well get those. Oh, I can't perform a Cuff scan without Cuff. So I can't scan where the photo will point for other chests. Wait, does that mean I might get Cuff back? What if this is another illusion from Olus? Oh no, I'm getting like paranoid. Like, what if this is Hanta Olus's like super elaborate illusion? So she's pretending she's dead and giving me a crazy ass story instead of it actually happening. I'm completely lost. Everything's so green, there's no radar to point me where to go. I think I was supposed to come up here because the mana points were still up here. And then where do I go from here? I guess I have to go up because I can't go over anywhere else. So, and I can't use the zip because I don't have Seala's magic anymore. So it has to be some place I can reach. Maybe jump up here? Nope. Maybe it's over here? Nope. I can't really tell where I'm supposed to go. I wish I knew. So I managed to get up here, and then there's there's nothing over there, but there is a photo spot over there, so maybe that's the correct way. Go to the photo spot, take a picture. Oh, there. Snap that. Done. There's these little points here, so charge this. Oh, it lets me shoot this again so I can see? Or does it make me watch it?
甚大な被害が出るのは目に見えている。
きっとさらに激しい戦いに。
民の
So I don't need to read that. I just need to see where the orb goes, because I forgot where it went. Oh. I was hoping it would show me the guiding light again, but I guess the light's only guide once. So I have to figure out where to go from here. This over on that rock over there. And then I guess over... Maybe it's hopping along, kind of like just one rock to another. Oh, there we go. I see the mana stuff.
ササレスに襲われるかもしれない。
学校はなくてもあなた様が作った幻影装置さえあれば子供たちは学ぶことができます。大丈夫です。どこへ避難しようともアーシアの教育の灯火が消えてしまうことなど決してありません。
オーラ様、今日は勉強を教えてくれないんですか？
ごめんなさい。今はそれより先生たちの言うことをよく聞いて避難して。
わかりました。でもいつかもっといろいろなことを教えてくれますか？
もちろんよ。あなたたち子供はこの国の未来なのだから。あなたたちはアーシアの希望よ。
オーラスもアーシアのために手を尽くした。タンタたちが築いたものをササレスが壊してしまったんだ。よっ。
Oh, another Torana. Wait, is it gonna show me like every single Tanta's spots?
What?
ササレスを封じた場よ。私たちは悪魔の力を分け腕輪として封じたの。うまくいくと信じて。アルフレン、あなたの中にも私と同じタンタの力が眠っているの。それを思い出して。あなたの力を見せて証明するのよ。あなた自身の手で。
Oh, losing cuff, I lose that one hit mechanic. Okay, so I can't get hit. That's gonna be a little bit harder than expected. Should be fine. Skip that. Okay, Cow Dragon.
あなたの力を見せて証明するのよ。あな
Just
た
have to
自
make
身
sure
の
I
手
don't
で。
get hit. Easy, just don't get hit. Right? Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, what? Did I miss? Yeah, I missed.
Yes. ほら。
killing blow without health either. Wow. Does that mean I'm definitely getting Cuff back? Because it seems like there's so many mechanics locked behind Cuff. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And now I learned lightning magic? Lightning magic? Yes! Ola's spell. I can learn lightning magic. First thing I'm gonna unlearn Genesis, so I have a little bit more mana to use. Because the ultimate takes up so much. Absorb life force from the surrounding area. Yes, please. Heightened senses, causing surge magic to charge more quickly. Yes, please. What's this? Hide and seek? Oh, yes! I love these. And I get to attack people and move. Aggression sends out a spread of darts. It's okay, it's not great. Projection sends a storm charged spear. Oh, that looks amazing. Yes. Compulsion summons multiple mines that float in the air and explodes. That looks pretty cool. What's this? Versus all trace of the user. Ooh. Storm dart is an area of attack. Ooh. Secret dart is homing missiles. I guess that's okay. This is post dart, which is also a homing missile. That one looks pretty good. And what's this? Scale? Press triangle to hold triangle to move harder. I mean higher. I think I learned everything.
言ったでしょ、力は眠っているだけだと。
これが私の。
Oh, more mana. Nice. Okay, so the quick attack, the quick thing for lightning is basically the slide attack, so it seems like a pretty good move ability. I can also just press circle. Whoa, this uses up all my stamina? I don't know how good that is though.
私たちは4人の腕輪の中に悪魔を一時的にでも封じることができた。その時、お腹の中のあなたは戦う力をくれた。
ここはアーボアレッドかな。次はあっちへ行けばいいのね。よし、過去の真実を教えて。
Okay, I think I get it now. I'm gonna be collecting all of the spells again. So I'm gonna get the water, and then I'm gonna get Sila's, and then I'm gonna have a final confrontation with Cuff. And then I guess after that, maybe it's the same thing again. So Frey's probably gonna have the Cuff stuck onto her again, and then they'll be binding. I guess that's Frey's way of like self-sacrificing herself to protect the people of Athia, and then eventually maybe the story is like she's gonna go crazy or something like that. I mean, it's just a guess. I don't know what the actual story is gonna be like, but that's what I think is gonna happen, and I look forward to finding out. But it seems like maybe this might be the... Wait. Oh, how do I pick that? Oh yeah, I can jump yard. Oh, it doesn't actually lose all my stamina. It uses 3 bars. That's okay.
ササレスの封印は成功したが、タンタはこう思ってはならない。これは古のタンタより伝わる習わしだ。しかもその父親が異世界の人間であるなど、私たちには責務がある。シンタ、お前もよく分かっているだろう。
もちろん分かっているわ。だからこそ私はこの子を希望だと思っているの。この子がアーシアに新しい風を吹かせるわ。
私が希望、新しい風。
Build that faith, and then you wanna, because you have so much like weight put on your shoulders and belief from your mom and all that, then you can decide to fulfill her wishes and maybe protect the people of Athia. This looks like a fight about to happen. And then I guess this kind of makes sense about like why the Tantas were slowly going insane. It's because they had Cuff talking to them the entire time. Oh, and maybe that's why. Maybe that's why Cuff talks so much. It's because he's trying to show you like how this game wants to like show you how they eventually went insane, because you're always talking to yourself with this crazy bracelet on your arm that nobody else can hear.
被写体はと
Okay, if that's really what they were trying to show, then that's like really cool. Because like playing through Forspoken, as I mentioned, that has really changed my perspective on the game. And as I initially I started like not really liking it, but as the more I play, the more I'm liking it. And if that's really how this game was designed, like the cuff is meant to be annoying because it's supposed to make you go crazy.
ベレー
Then that's
テ
really
復
cool.
興を続けたとしてアーシアがまた豊かになると思うか。努力はしていますが、このままでは難しいでしょう。実に現実的な回答だ。シンタの考えは非現実的すぎて異世界の知見を取り入れると言っていた。そんなものは夢物語だ。だがなぜか心惹かれてしまう。私らしくないとは重々分かっているのだがな。民にとってはタンタの存在自体が夢のようです。あなた様方がいなければここはレディックによって滅ぼされていたでしょう。私たちは仕え続けます。あなた様方が示す道が夢のようでも。お前は少し硬すぎるな。私に似てしまったのか。あなた様に似たとしたらそれは大変光栄なことですね。
みんなタンタを敬愛してたから、悲しいことが起きてもタンタの恵みを信じてた。怖がって恐れて、それでも信じようとしてたんだ。
That's actually also kind of cool. I've noticed like each of the Tantas had their own council person inside that Athia. I mean Sepal. So that just now was I forgot her name, but it was the lady that was a little bit more lenient on Frey, kind of like the judge lady. And so like that's also really cool. I didn't expect that.
シンタ、お前は私たちが何と言おうとも子を産むつもりだろう。子を認めるが代わりに条件を出す。この子が受け継ぐタンタの力、それを封印することだ。それがいい。 強すぎる力は時として持っている自身をも傷つけてしまう。
分かったわ。この子のタンタの力は封印する。でも本当に必要な時は
その時となれば仕方ない。約束しよう。よろしい。では力を封印し願おうではないか。この子が勇猛に育つように。願わくばこの子が物事を公正に判断できる子に育つように。
この子が多くの知恵をつけ、人々を助けられる人に育つように。
最後にどうかこの子が慈愛に満ちた子に育ちますように。人々に慕われ愛されますように。
私のこの力は生まれ持ったものだったの。
Well, that's also explaining like how she couldn't use that in New York.
また
Oh.
自身の力を取り戻すのよ、アルフレイ。
That's Giga's the jumping one, right? Oh. Put Olus's magic to good use. A certain spell of Olus can be used to fire arrows blaze of light into enemies by pressing R2, which can then be targeted by holding R2. You should be able to use this to drive back the enemy onslaught. Onslaught?
そうよ。
It's like
本
darts.
当の自分を思
Oh,
い出
that's
し
so
て。
cool. It's like track.
力はあなた自身の中に眠ってる。
That kind of... That design actually kind of reminds me of like the Langian. Whoa, it stacks, it adds up. I can keep on like drilling it with darts and then just like pew, and then there's like, oh, so many big numbers. That's so cool. Whoa, fireball. Oof. At least it wasn't one hit. Okay. Electricity is definitely my favorite element. Oh, I almost died. Yeah, I should probably use some skills. Whoa, I almost died. I'm gonna try to use some of these.
Yes.
This one, compensation.
Okay.
Displacement. Is that a... Oh, that's a... Oh. Shoot the mines.
Okay.
So I can fill up the enemy
Yes.
guard. Okay, that one is definitely not as good as the one I was using. Maybe this secret dart is better. Man, I shouldn't really be testing out attacks, but I can't hide my curiosity. That's just how I like to play games. Okay, I think the best one really is the post start. The secret dart didn't really do a lot. Or maybe I just have to hold on to it. No, actually the damage is just... Oh, it does more damage, but it's just not as fast. I guess that could be pretty useful. And then I have to... Yeah, I think post start is probably really the best one.
Okay.
Because I can shoot all of them at once, and there's just so many, it looks great too.
暖かい。これがタンタの力。
And now use Proud spell set again.
そうよ。悪魔によって与えられる力ではないわ。あの日悪魔と出会ってあなたの力は目覚めたの。
なんか信じられない。
So what I don't understand is how come she can use all 4 Tanta abilities? Because each one seemed to be like specialized in one. Did they all bless her with that, like the seal, with that pact, that seal of her abilities? Like they put a little bit of her power or something inside so she can use all the elements if needed?
私たちはササレスを腕輪に封じたように、あなたのタンタの力を封印したの。
Oh, she answered it. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
ここはサイラの城。次は一体何が起こったの？
Before I forget, I'm gonna upgrade the Bolus's pulse damage one. Yeah.
Sasares は私たちの心を蝕み、内側から侵食している。それでもお前は抗っている。お前は強いな、シンタ。
お腹の子を守ろうと強くあろうとしているだけよ。
いずれにせよお前は誰よりも長く正気を保つだろう。おそらく私はもって数日だ。そしてその被害はいずれプレイノストだけでなくジュヌーンにまで広がるだろう。シンタ、お前のお腹の子に会いたかった。あとは頼むぞ。どうか民たちを守ってくれ。
サイラ、そんなこと言わないで。私もきっといつかは。
こうやってあいつはみんなを侵食したのか。
Yeah, he was eating away at them by being annoying as hell. That's a kind of funny outcome. I didn't expect that. Right, so this lets me wonder too, like, I'm starting to wonder, because Frey is 21, and it sounded like these guys were only like, weren't even able to last a year for corruption. And then based on some of the documents and from the archives and stuff that I found, the time that like the corruption didn't actually even take that long before it went to hell. So I guess the Tirana thing that brought Frey from New York into Aphia actually like transcends not only worlds but also time, because it seems like she went at a different pace. Like she grew to adulthood faster than 20 years it took her to grow up, if that makes sense. Like for example, like you drop her off at like year 2000 and then she travels to 2021.
レディックの粛清の絵が完成いたしました。どこに飾りましょうか。
玉座の間の前の部屋に飾ってくれ。
サイラ様、よろしいのですか。
レディックの粛清を忘れてはいけない。未来を担う子供たちにも伝えなくては。これは後世への戒めだ。
しかし、それでは。
お前に託したあのタペストリーの意味、忘れてはおるまい。
もちろんでございます。力を行使するには、その責務を果たす覚悟が必要だ。片時も忘れたことがありません。
それならよい。お前は今後、兵ではなく、将として人々を導く立場となる。私の考えも理解できるだろう。 さっきの言葉を心に刻み、己の力とするのだ。
戒めのためだったんだ。そのためにこの絵画を。カフはこの絵を一緒に見た時何考えてたんだろう。
That's actually really funny. I'm just pressing like L1 R1 triangle and then I'm just spamming it and it looks so fun. This is actually great. And it does a lot of damage too. You couldn't even hit me. Okay, I think I know why electricity is the last skill, the like last spell set you get. Because it's just so good. I don't want to use anything else now.
サイラ様、お助けを。
弱すぎる。弱さは罪だ。さあ、我が眷属たちよ、罰を与えよう。はは、サイラ様。はっ、生き様も死に様も無様だ。眷属たちよ、弱者全員に罰を与えるのだ。誰か助けてくれ。いや、
サイラが正気を失ってる。シパールを襲った時と同じだ。ササレスのせいでみんなが苦しんで。
Oh man, just seeing that also kind of changes the perspective on like from the start of the game. Like in the start, she started off in the courtroom. Oh, the corruption crept ever onward. Out from the castle and into the city, turning all those it touched into slavering beasts who set upon their fellow townspeople without mercy. Those quick enough to see what was happening fled with only the clothes on their back. Of those left behind, not a single one survived. Amid the chaos and despair, though, one brave young man fought to protect his sister, his knife gripped tightly to the very last.
こんな子供まで武器を。
Well, as I was trying to get to, like, in the beginning of the game, you start off in a courtroom, so you're like, oh, Frey's probably just like a person who, like, does bad deeds just so she can, like, for fun, or like she likes to do it, but you kind of learn that, oh, no, she does it because she doesn't have anything to rely on. Circumstances forced her into doing that kind of thing. And so, like, the perspective, like, initially, maybe, you would think, like, oh, she's a horrible kid. Someone who's, like, not very successful in life, doesn't deserve a second chance or something like that. She's, used to a life of crime. She likes it. And, like, these are the kind of things that maybe, like, the presumptions you have based on her background and her introduction. But then as you kind of play the game, you realize, oh, it's not that she wants to live like that. She just never really had another option. She just needed to survive. She's an orphan. Didn't really get a lot of care from other people. Didn't really receive a lot of help. And so, like, there's not a lot of choices for you to do, for you to, like, get around with. And like how that kind of perspective worked out when, like, we were playing the game, like when I was playing the game. When I first saw Tanta Sila, she's introduced as like some horrible lady that abuses her power and kills Olivia. It was really quick. I didn't like how fast she was killed, and I thought there was no build up. I didn't get a point of it. Nothing bad. because now I've understood more of the story. I'm like, oh, well, that's a really interesting way to tell the story. Like, my perspective is completely different because her mind's already completely corroded by the time we see her. But I wasn't given that introduction, so now that I'm given that introduction, it seems like she was just a normal person to begin with. After being eat at by some crazy bracelet, her personality is completely like different. A 180 change, and it wasn't of her own choice. She was forced into that role after saving the world, Aphia, from Cuff, or Susurrus, the demon. And so, getting that kind of background story, it turns from like, oh, I hate this guy, to, oh, I kind of pity her. I kind of understand. And so I think this game covers a very important thing. Just like how people aren't really liking Forspoken in general because of the demo, how the content is like the dialogue, it's because you're not seeing the full story. But now that I have the full story, like I'm almost done with the game, I think, I'm at a position to say like, wow, I understand the story, I experience it, and I really appreciate the message that it's trying to get across. And I'm really surprised like how many people are hating it just because of really physical values. Like the optimization doesn't look great, the graphics aren't amazing. It doesn't look any worse than Elden Ring 2. Like it's not the best graphics, that goes to Horizon Forbidden West, but it's definitely not bad. And then the story, you get to like know it instead of just looking at like little short clips here and there without any context. Yeah, sure, it's gonna be bad. You can make it look bad for every single game. Like, if God of War, I only snipped out boy, and I didn't have any of the character building, any of that, then everyone would be like, oh, this game is horrible, because the only thing I know about it is they say boy a lot. And that wouldn't be a good game. But once you fully experience it, it's a completely different experience. Your angles would change, and that's what I'm getting at right now. My angle is completely different from when I started Forspoken. I was a little bit biased with the game review complaints about the story and all that. So, oh shit, we got stuck. Well, free kill. But yeah, I was a little bit biased with the game reviews because I did read it before I played it, so I was like trying to figure out why game reviewers didn't like the game because of the review instead of enjoying the game at face value for what it is. And that's really teaching me a lesson here, because like I should do that. Like, why care about reviews? Use that to get interested in the game or choose to like not buy it, but then afterwards just forget what you read and just take it at face value. And that's right now I'm really liking Forspoken, the story and the message that it's trying to deliver.
シンタ、ちゃんとわかるよ。タンタの力は私自身に流れてた。
そうよ。それはあなたの力。あなたはタンタの子。その力が私たちをつないでいるの。いつでも。
そうだね。でもなんで私を捨てたの？そんなにも大切に思ってくれたのに。行こう。
Yeah. So yeah. So far, Forspoken's a really solid game. And the story is actually not bad at all. You just have to read deeper into it. Really experience it from the perspective of the character. And that's, like, I think one of the magic of third-person narrative games is you get to put yourself into that character's perspective. And you get to really experience it and see it from their eyes. And I think Forspoken is not any worse than...
ササレスは腕輪に封じられても正気を生み出してタンタたちの精神を蝕んでいった。だけど私はお腹にあなたがいた。正気に耐えて私はあなたを産んだ。でもその後ジュヌーも正気に飲まれてしまい終わりを迎えたの。
Yeah, so the madness only took 1 year because that's how long it takes for you to have like a
こ
kid.
こは
And it's also
ジ
what
ュ
it
ヌーン
says
城
in
の
the
城下町。
documents too. Like, I understand, like, they wanted you to really experience the story as this character, but if there's one thing that I would ask for them to improve on, please just make it a cutscene. I don't want to keep on, like, walking around to just follow this thing.
誰か頼む助けてくれ
せめてこの子だけでも助けて。
人が化け物に変化していく
みんな早く逃げてトラーナを通ってさあ。
ブレイクのせいでジュヌーンがクソ
Wait.
罪のない人たちが
Wait, no way. Could it be like the people in New York wanted to give her challenges in life? And they're all like actually like some of them are from this town because Tanta Sinta opened a bunch of piranhas for people to escape, right? So she seems to have the power to control space and time, I assume. And then maybe some of the people around her was aiding her but she just didn't know about it.
Shinta 様お願いです助けてください早くトラーナの中へ
シンタ様どうか我が娘をオーデンを頼みます。
あなたはどうするのロビア
アーシアをめぐりこの正気を消す方法を探してみます。
そう私の力ではもうできることは少ないどうか皆をお願い
はい我が人生をかけてやり遂げます。
お父さん一緒に来てくれないの？
心配いらないように私も必ず後で行く約束しよう。
やだ一人で行かないでお父さんお願い
さあオーデントラーナの先は安全よ希望を忘れないでお父さんはきっと大丈夫だから
平和だったジュヌーンがよっと
タンタサイラのレルムへ行かなくてはごめんねオーディ一緒にいられなくて
困ってる人を助けに行くんだよ。お母さんは強いからね。
それはわかるよでも
寂しくさせるわねそれでも私はああオーディ愛しているわ
私もよこれお母さんとお父さんにあげる
これは何だい？しおりかな？
まあありがとうきれいね私たちが書いてあるわ
離れていても一緒だよ3人で
オーデン昔から優しかったんだね
Yeah, but about the story, like, I think this story is actually as, it's not any worse than Horizon Forbidden West. Take it as you will. Like, whether you liked it or not, I don't know. But I think the story for Horizon Forbidden West wasn't bad. It's not as good as Horizon Zero Dawn, but it's definitely not bad. And this is kind of... From every angle. Yeah, but anyways, it's not as I mean it's about the same level as Horizon Forbidden West because there's elements that I didn't expect And that's what I like in a story, that when it's different, when it's like out of the norm. Because who wants to read a story that's always the same, or like you kind of expect everything? I didn't expect this kind of plot twist. And so any kind of plot twist is great to me. I don't like straightforward stories. It's best if you hide hints in the lore so I can think a little. Because I don't want to have everything like written out for me. It doesn't provoke your like any kind of like mental activity. You're just kind of like not thinking and you're just absorbing, and that's not the type of games that I enjoy. I like to have like options. I like to have flexibility in the systems. I like a well-designed combat system that I can use to do what the game wants me to do, but in my own way. And this really lets me achieve that. And that's the kind of games that I enjoy. That's the first bug I ran into. Oh yeah, I've been playing for like maybe like 19 hours now, and there's surprisingly few bugs in this game. So definitely a lot of care went into developing this game, and I'm really appreciating it, because normally for this type of like open world game with so many movement, you have a lot of clipping, getting stuck, or just getting stuck and you can't progress and you have to like reload or quick travel somewhere. Haven't had that issue at all in this game. And this game has more mobility than everything else like you can find on the market.
私ももう長くないわ。私が私でいられなくなってしまう。そうなる前に早くみんなを。まだやるべきことがある。
そんなシンタ。
Junun fell. Yes. She has to send Ray to New York to escape from the corruption. Because Ray at this age is like 1. And like what can you do when you're 1? So she needed time. And the best option to give someone time is to send her somewhere where the issue won't be affecting her. And so that's why she had to send her to New York. So she's probably gonna be like, oh, sorry, I have to send you away. Didn't want it to be like this, but we can't resist the corruption, and then yada yada. And then I guess time probably passes differently. And maybe she set up something with her bracelet so that's also why she's a dragon. Maybe she sealed the bracelet to only appear when she's 21. And then it just so happened to be Christmas. Maybe that's when her birthday is, or something like that. Well, what is this? That's crazy. It definitely looks like a giant transformation. Maybe that's where she turned into a dragon.
ここにあった建物。ここに何が。 ここはなんだかすごく懐かしい。不思議な国のアリス、なんでここにあるの？
Is this her home?
待って、これ偽ニューヨークのやつ。 誰へのものかな。ベビーベッド、もしかして。これ。
アルフレン、ここはあなたが生まれた部屋。私があなたと一緒に過ごすはずだった部屋。
どうして私を捨てたの？
悪魔を封じた時にはあなたがお腹に。呪いに侵された時、自我を失うことが怖かった。あなたの身を危険にさらしたくなかったの。だからあなたを送った。そんなダメ、どうしてやめて。ずっとそばにいたかったわ。子守歌を歌って抱きしめて、でもあなたを悪魔と私自身から守るためにニューヨークへ送ったの。そして私は自我を失い、別のものに変わったの。とても凶暴な存在に。それが全てよ。あなたとまた会えるなんて、私を恨んでるでしょうね。
そうね。でもきっと必死だったんでしょう。
母としてあなたをこの戦いにだけは巻き込みたくなかった。タンタとしてはあなたがアーシアのために戦ってくれることを祈っている。その選択はあなた次第よ。アルフレ、あなたが見た過去は今のアーシアの現実でもある。ササレスの狙いはシパール、アーシアの滅亡よ。これが最後の戦いになるわ。選ぶのは力をつけてから。それからでも決して遅くはない。
Oh, you are about to begin the final battle with Susuros. Make sure you've done everything you need to do in Aphia and made all the necessary preparations before proceeding. Why is there... Do I actually have a choice? I'm so tempted to find out, so I'm gonna save. And then I'll go to New York and see if that screws it up. I'm going to New York. Yeah, I'm going to New York. Go home. Bye. See ya.
帰るのね。それがいいわ。さようなら、アルフレイ。いつまでも愛してる。
どこへ行こうか。
I actually did beat the game like that. Okay. That was really unsatisfying, so I hope that I can just load back. I'm just gonna continue and it should be putting it back there. Okay. So, it really does let you end the game that way, but of course I'm not gonna end it like that.
あいつのことは許せないよ。私正しいことをしたい。この力をみんなのために使いたい。
できるわ、あなたなら。あなたはタンタなの。力はあなたと共にある。母である私もあなたと戦う。
ごめんホマ。よし、やってやろうじゃ。
Awakening?
時は来た。全てを終わらせようじゃないか。さらばだスパー。そしてアーシアに生きる虫キラども、お前らもこれでもう終わりだ。
みんなを助けないと。下は任せて、そっちはあいつを食い止めて。みんな無事でいて。
Help those who didn't make it to safety in time. Whoa, what is that? It's a super
Don't
outfit.
Okay.
I'll use Storm Dart. Post Dart is still
Yes.
better no matter how I try it. Distortion.
バッチリヒットだね。ほら。よし。よし。これだ。そら。やれる。
I think, like, after you learn all the spells, it's just, the combat is so slick and amazing. Like, where have you ever seen a game that has these kind of mobility options available for you? Yeah, secret darts are probably amazing for fighting against these birds. Yeah, because it's homing. Okay. Now I know what secret darts are for. Okay, so I just have to spray as much as possible and then I'll seek them all out. I wonder how to get them all with this too. Oh. The level 1 surge magic is a little bit mediocre. Like, it doesn't feel as epic as the other ones.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah, this AoE one is even better than the secret ones because it shoots all of them at the same time. Whoa, why are there so many birds?
Okay.
At least they're not the evil ones that do like one-hit KO and they also fly off. These are just annoying. Oh, big boy. Is that a boss? Looks like it. Altered light. Whoa. Oh, there's so many wolves here. Whoa. Oh. I wasn't expecting that many wolves, and I also wasn't expecting like the Goliath to charge me. What? Do I have to start all the way over again? Oh, this is annoying. I can't die at all. And I just have to be a little bit more careful. Man, I didn't know I couldn't die at all.
Okay.
I'm used to like not being able to launch killing blows because the enemy is. I mean, because I don't have cover. So it's a little bit weird. I'm used to like being able to launch the finish blows. Now it's the third time, so I'll skip that too.
Yes. Okay.
Maybe cluster bolts better.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
That hurt. That did so much damage. I have to be really careful because I don't have the usual safety blanket from Cuff's shield break. And I think all of these hits are basically one-hit KOs, so I have to be really careful. Okay, let's... Oh yeah, I can't even scan its weaknesses.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna keep myself healed up just so I don't accidentally get too low health and end up dying. So that would suck. So I think I saw more damage from electricity, so I'll use that because it's also the fastest. So it's very easy to stay safe with electricity anyways. That's what I want. Fast attacks to stay safe while doing a lot of damage. Yeah, I wish I could just stab him.
Yes.
I wonder if I can dodge the red attacks with the quick move. That would be pretty cool.
Push.
Oh, man. I'm gonna end up using all of my healing items because I don't want to risk it. Because I don't want to fight it again. But I just hope I'm not like setting up myself for trouble when I like need to use it or I ran out. Okay.
もう平気だよ。
ありがとう。
おかげで助かったよ。
これで全部だね。
That was hard. You saved the tavern. That was what? That was the tavern? All I see is rubble.
こっちだ早く。
お母さん、お父さん、
ちんたら歩く
お父さん、お母さん、お父さん。
な。急げ。議員も
これで全員。
戻らないかと。
私も。
遅かったな。
これでも急いだけど。
いや、アーシアが居場所と気づくのに。
ありがとう。オーデン。
フレイ。
大丈夫？
なんとか。ようやくブレイクから解放されたと思ったのに。
分かってる。
皆の者、落ち着け。落ち着くのだ。
大丈夫、ここなら今は安全だ。安全？資料室に追い込まれたんだぞ。安全などない。
皆聞け。皆の者よく聞くのだ。決して希望を捨てるな。死にたくない。
あの野郎にもう好き勝手はさせない。みんな聞いて。ねえみんな、ちょっと話を聞いて。もうじき悪魔が来る。違う、私じゃない。いい、私がそいつを倒す。そして全てを終わらせる。でもみんなも一つ約束して。ここを立て直してアーシアにもう一度平和を築くって。タンタたちもそれを願ってる。まず今は生き残ることだけ考えて。アーシアンとしてこの資料室にいて。ここは安全。
Leave the archives when you're ready. Well, I'm ready. Wait, there's something.
ここなら安全だ。
私たちみんな死んじゃうの？
Is there an upgrade?
大丈夫だよ。
box?
フレイが絶対やっつけてくれる。
Can't scan without cuff.
頼まれたことをやるよ。俺はみんなを守る。それが俺の役割なんだ。フレイにも使命がある。そうだろ。頑張って。どうか無事で。
You're about to enter the next phase. Okay. Let's do this.
Yo ようやく仲間たちへの別れが済んだか、フレイ。
あの粒子があいつの弱点を守っている。あれを吹き飛ばしコアを破壊しろ。
シンタと二人で戦って任せて。
二人まとめて殺してやる。
全部終わらせてやる。この鳥の数を減らさないと。
No way, I really get to fight on a dragon? That's so cool. Oh, but a dragon's not really that good.
シンタ、
Can't really move.
お願い。
All I can do is breathe fire. It's a little bit different from what I was expecting. That's a weird thing.
どんだけいんの？
感動的だ。親子揃ってけなげだな。だがその努力も全くの無駄骨と言っていい。お前は俺の恐ろしさを何一つ分かっていない。お前たちタンタの血を俺が根絶やしにしてやろう。
そっか、絶対に許さない。行くよ。終わらせよう、一緒に。
強者は常に君臨し、弱者は常に血を流すのだ。お前は娘を守りやしない。昔ももちろん今もな。
ダメダメ、死なないでお願い。まだダメ、まだ言いたいことも聞きたいこともたくさんある。いや、そんな、やだ。ねえ、ダメ行かないで。力はいらないからそばにいて。お願い、死なないで。
ありがとうアルフレッド。生まれてくれて嬉しかった。これからずっと一緒にいる。最愛の
お前を守る者は死んだ。さてと、この先一人でどうするんだ。死ぬまであがくのか。
言っただろ、後悔させてやるって。
お前何様のつもりだ。
私はタンタフレイ、シンタの娘、アーシアの守護者。お前をぶっ飛ばすやつだよ。
何？4人のタンタたち全員の力が。
いや違う、5人だ。
Gray's awakening, having been blessed by the four Tantas, 3 has unlocked the power with the Tanta within herself and awoken her true power. Many of her abilities are now greatly improved. What? New spell learned. Skip. Move rapidly to avoid damage by warping. Wait, is that the only thing? Wait, that's it? Skip ability. Gray can now open portals through which she can move from one place to another. While moving this way, she will be immune to all damage.
愚かだな。自分の母親の死を見て、それでもなお立ち向かおうとはな。
What?
この俺に勝てると思っているのか。
ああ、もちろんだよ、この嘘つき野郎。
俺は嘘などついていない。たった一度もな。俺が言ったことは全て真実だ。俺なしではお前など無力の極み。俺がやったのはお前の耳にお望みの言葉をささやいただけだ。
あっそうなら言い訳野郎に訂正する。恩着せがましく言わないでくれる。お前だって私がいなかったらあの店で埋もれてたくせに私が必要だったんでしょ。そら
気がつくやつだしつこい。お前にはこいつらで十分だ。さあ相手をしてやれ。
オッケー、あれだ。よし、
降伏しろ。そうすれば楽に殺してやる。
そんなのお断りだね。あせっ、そこか。
これならどうだ。逃がすと思うぞ。まだこの程度では終わらんぞ。誰、しもべたちを。
おお、これだ。
Whoa, there's bears and everything.
調子に乗らない。
Hey, I'm gonna see if I can. Nope, I can't get up there.
あんたたちは皆死んだ。残すはお前だけだ。
オッケー。
Okay, there we go.
こんなところで死ぬような俺ではない。
カフもうこんなの
するまで俺は絶対に許さんぞフレイ。
そいつはお互い様だね。
何？
悪いけどもうスパールを壊されたくない。
お前を見くびっていた。
そうね、みんな気づかないの。私の秘めた
最
いや怒りと憎しみにね。お前と同じ。お前はサンタたちを憎んで何としても恨みを晴らそうとやってきた。そのために無実の人たちまで殺した。
だからどうする？関係あるのに。俺は役目を与えられた。ただその役目を果たすだけだ。
お前のたわごとなんかもうクソくらいだよ。自分の行いに責任を持ったらどう？オッケー。
Triangle? What does triangle?
よしよっおっ
いい加減に諦めろ。
お前こそ
死を免れることはできる。
オッケー。よっしゃおお
アーシアンの長き因縁もこれでようやく終わる。
型をつけようか。あれだ。
Oh, that one can't be dodged? Wait, cutscene. Oh, so maybe it was forced hit.
俺を倒すことが正義だと思っているのか。
正義なんてどうだっていい。ただお前のことをぶっ飛ばしてやりたいだけ。
俺が生を受けたのはアーシアを焼き尽くすためだ。憎きタントも生き残ったアーシアンたちも殲滅してやる。
バッチリヒットだね。そら死ぬわけにいかない。オッケー。
お前をそこまでさせるものは一体何だ。
お前が勝ち誇るのを見たくないだけ。ダメ、負けられない。
Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to quit the quest and just retry and see if I can find a few more potions or something. I really need more potions. It's just not gonna work. Can't exit it further? Like, can I go back outside? Oh! There was a crafting table here. Okay, now I can definitely beat him. I just didn't even see the crafting table. At least I'm pretty sure I can beat him. I'll just upgrade the health just to be safe. Green stone. And here, I never upgraded green magic. Oh yeah, I never upgraded green magic. It's I'll take this time to upgrade green magic. Since it's probably like my favorite one. I really like the homing missile attack things. Yep, okay. So it's as strong as it can be. This stuff is okay. Resistance counters, I'm gonna use it. Spells charge more quickly. What blows charge spells? Yeah, okay. There's nothing else I can really do. But at least this solves the problem I was having, so... Wait, does that mean I have to fight all the dragon stuff again, or does it just get me to... Oh, I have to redo all that again? Well, I'm not gonna bore you with it, so I'm just gonna skip it right to back to the boss fight, so I'll see you in a few seconds. Oh, okay, so I'm finally back to where, right here, now with more healing potions, so hopefully I'll be able to beat him now. I have to do that fight all over again with the dragon and all that stuff, so I just skipped the decision. Yeah, so just one change. I leveled up Scattershot because I realized the last part needed range to do it. First was a little bit too close range for this boss.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so now he's on fire, so I'll switch over to fire.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
叩き潰してやる。
そこか。負けられない。耐えろ、ブレイ。
I think that's the 100% can't dodge one, so I'm just gonna get hit. And good thing I have potions.
俺を倒すことが正義だと思っているのか。
正義なんてどうだっていい。ただお前のことをぶっ飛ばしてやりたいだけ。
俺が生を受けたのはアーシアを焼き尽くすためだ。憎きた生き残ったアーシアンたちも殲滅してやる。
バッチリヒットだね。みんなを守る。よっしゃ
自分だけ けが正しいつもりか。その手でどれだけ殺した。
大勢だよ。罪滅ぼしのためにまずはお前を止める。あれだ。
お前をそこまでさせるものは一体何だ。
お前が勝ち誇るのを見たくないだけ。これだ。やってくれるね。ほら。オッケー。命中。
Now he's back to electricity, so I have to change to lightning again. Oh wait, no, this is gravity. I don't really understand this part of the fight. There's not enough explanation on how the mechanics work. Like, I just know I get sucked a lot, and then when I get too close to it... Oh! Okay, I never noticed the thing on the ground. So that's how he grabs me. Probably won't need it because I still have 11 healing chunks and I almost killed him last time, so... Whoa. I don't understand why they even added this kind of mechanic where they just cheap shot you to take a healing potion out of you. Like, how is that fair? What?
なぜこれでもまだ立ち上がる。
私には守るものがあるからね。お前も感じるか。終わりが近づいてる。
どうせ最後に勝つのはこの俺なんだぞ。
そら。
This part has flying orbs and birds. So I take a hit.
なぜ無駄な抵抗をして俺の邪魔をする。
お前はなんでそんなに滅ぼすことにこだわるの。
言っただろ。それが俺の生まれた理由だからだ。
それがお前の望みなの。
そう、今々しいたんため。お前の命は俺がいただく。
よっ。カーフ。
もはや語るまい。勝者のみがアーシアの行く末を決めるのだ。
オッケー。
He's just standing there. But I'm not gonna not take the hits. I think he bugged out or something.
今まで私は後ろばかり見てた。でももう問題から逃げたりしない。お前からも逃げない。
Yeah, that was...
私はお前が。
Ooh, that was
お
close.
前に俺は決してわからないさ。は、わかるものか。生きる目的も意味もなかったお前に。
そうね、わからないかも。でもお前が一人じゃないのはわかる。そう思ってなくても。もう
黙れ。
やめろ。
お 前と会えてよかったよ。だがもうお別れだ。さらばフレイ。そんなバカな。
お前はどこへも行かない。私もね。
フレイ、聞こえる？お願い起きて。フレイ、フレイ。
ほら起きるんだ。こんなとこで寝るんじゃないよ。
気をつけて。
どうなったの？
サンタの恵みよ。あなたが倒したの。
本当に？
本当よ。
いや、本当に痛い。
Oh, 3 weeks later. Oh, so there we go. That's the game. Beat Forspoken took me about 20 hours, I think, because this part's probably going to be like 2 hours long. No, almost 3 hours actually. Overall, I think the game's actually pretty damn good. The story is a little bit weird in the beginning. It had a weak start, but I think it really made up for it in the end. And most of the loose ends are tied up, so you kind of actually like really got a clear picture of what the game was trying to show. So overall, I think the game was pretty good. I don't really agree with the game reviews after like completing the full game. I read a lot of reviews, and I know on Metacritic as of this today, it's like 69 points, and that's like a 6.9 out of 10. And to me, this is more like an 80, 75. The story is kind of like Horizon Forbidden West. I mean, it either clicks with you or it doesn't. It's telling you about like putting you in the shoes of that character exactly, so you really have to view it from there. And like the perspective that they use, such as being thrown into a completely new world, only seeing things from one side, and only considering like one view, really like skewers your outlook on something. And so what I really appreciated in this was it showed us both sides. So the first side was the guys killing like kids and then destroying a city, and so you're like, oh, that Tanta's a bad guy. And then all of these Tanta warriors are killing you on sight. So, and they're all trying to kill you, and they're all calling you a demon. So they had a negative start. But then as you play the game and you get to Ozla, or Olas, she shows you the true side of what's happening. And it's like, oh, well, I mean, I only knew about their bad side. Oh, there's
はい、ホー
Homer.
マー。わかってる。遅くなったよね。ごめん。寂しいまさかね。きっと今頃お腹いっぱいで幸せにしてるはず。最近ずっと忙しくてさ。いろいろあったんだ。大事な用が。裁判に出たり、悪魔を退治したり。ここだけの秘密だけど、私結構人気者なの。今度はほんと結構人気者なの。みんな頼ってくれる。別に英雄なんかになりたかったわけじゃないけどね。ねえ、バード判事に伝えてくれる。私は頑張ってるって。才能を人のために使ってるって。それからありがとうって誕生日プレゼント。自分で伝えられたらいいんだけど、ホーマーから伝えてもらえるかな。今日はいい日だったよ。毎日こうだといい。でもそうじゃないってこと私たち知ってるよね。ホーマー、もしまた道に迷ったら思い出してね。自分は一人ぼっちじゃないんだって。帰る家がわからなくなって道を見失って前に進む力がなくなりそうでも、絶対希望を忘れないで。時には生きている意味さえ見失うかも。でもいつだってお前を思う人が必ずいるんだからね。時には道を間違えることもある。でも最後は正しい道が見つかる。私もそうだった。今の私はタンタフレイ、シンタの娘、アーシアの守護者。いつか必ず迎えに行く。またその時にね。 待ってて。
Right, so just to continue where I left off, so instead of like just knowing one side, I think it really teaches you like it's really important to look at both sides of an issue. Like, we're not talking about just looking at this game. You see Frey's perspective from an outsider point of view, and then you see the insider point of view. You see the Tantas and like how they were thinking, what they were doing. They did what they thought was best, and then how that developed, and then you're like, oh, okay, now I have to really help atheists because that's who I am. And I think showing the both side argument is really important, because a lot of times, like we're talking about like even social media, when you see something that pops up, you're like, oh, well, this is garbage because I know everything. This guy presented one argument and I believe them. They're a trusted advocate of something, and so I'm gonna be like 100% all in. I hate this guy, I'm gonna cancel them. And then it turns out when a few days later it's like, oh, the news broke out, and then somebody else is giving like more info on the issue, and boom, whoa, I actually blamed someone and it was all my fault. I shouldn't have blamed them or jumped to conclusions. And right here, that's kind of like what's happening too. Like you're seeing like a person of color person, she has past felonies. And then the initial start was, oh, that's a pretty bad person. Like she deals with like drug dealers and or steals cars and stuff. But when you get to know Frey, she's like, oh, she's actually just a girl that's trying to survive. She's an orphan, and she's actually not even from this world. She has no connection to anyone there, so that's why she always felt out of place. And once she got the confidence, like she starts to believe in herself, that's when she gained power. She gained her powers. It's like, hey, I thought I was taking other people's powers. I thought I was depending on other people, but hey, no, I'm just actually using my own powers. I'm me. And once I figured out, like, oh, I got that confidence, I'm invincible. Like when you have something that you believe in and you know you can do it, or if you believe you can do it, then it's going to be a lot stronger, that faith, than someone that doesn't believe in themselves. And so I think this game really portrayed that kind of well, and I really enjoyed that kind of message in the game, because it's like the messages aren't exactly clear, but I saw it and I really liked how they presented it. It was a imperfect way of showing the game, but it has their charm in their own like special way, and I just really like this game. And it wasn't just for the combat. Initially I thought it was just going to be like a 100% combat based game, but I really appreciated the message that was also given in like put into this game, and like the entire game is trying to show that. Like, I have nothing but praises for the game after playing for so long. Like, it's been a while since I've had a game on hand that I just couldn't put down. I just wanted to really finish, and Forspoken was this kind of game. I put in about like 20 hours over like 4 days, and to me that's a signal of a good game. Like, no questions asked. The last game that was like that was God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, and I'm not saying like this game is at the same level as God of War Ragnarok, because it isn't. Like, graphically and all that kind of stuff, it's a little bit less than that, but it did try something new, whereas God of War Ragnarok was a very staple formula. I tried that in 2018. It built on that, and it's an improvement, but it didn't reinvent the wheel. Here, Transversal is actually fun and very interactive, and I really appreciate like Sony and Square Enix putting like this together to just giving a new experience to open world. And I think we need more games like that. Like Elden Ring having that really fluid questline, like open world format, that's perfect. And we just need more of these developers, so I'm fully supporting Forspoken. I really like it, and I hope like more people are willing to try it so it comes out as a success.
ブレークが消えて街も立ち直りつつあるわ。
でもまだまだいろんなレルムに残ってる。結局どうすれば消えるのか未だにわからない。
父の研究を調べて消す方法を探すわ。二人でやればきっと見つかる。
もしなんか知ってたとしたらボブだろうね。
そうね。あなたを
評議会に迎えたいそうよ。あなたのおかげで生きているから。誤解しないで。アーシアのためにやったわけじゃないから。私は別にそんなお人よしじゃない。私議員の仕事なんて向いてない。それにもっとふさわしい人を知ってるしね。誰？あんただよ。わかんないの？この町のみんなをつなげてるのはあんたなんだよ。いつも傷ついた人を解放して元気づけてる。あんたが一番適任だよ。
ここだったか、オーデン。ジョヘッディが探してるぞ。
ああ、そう、わかった。ほらね、あんたは必要なの。
じゃあまた後で。
ジョーによろしく。世界を直しに行こうか。でも女の子が一人でやるには広すぎるかな。ま、運よく私は一人じゃないしね。そうでしょ、カフ。
バンブレイスだ。
Wow, I didn't expect Cuff to still be alive. So I guess that's it. I really enjoyed this game. So far, I think it's a really solid 8 out of 10. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this.